Hello there, back in Cavalry. Today we are going to see how to get this look inside Cavalry. Bear with me because this is going to be so much fun.
Kinetic Type Series by Hulk79.
Let's start from scratch, and the first thing that I need to tell you is this effect is not available in the free version, so you need the pro version.
Okay.
We are going to search for it here with this button, and being sure that you have the Alt tab activated, you need to look for the extrude. I think it's a behavior or a shape. It's a shape. Okay, the extrude, we are going to create it, and the way this works is like the type or the text needs to be included in the extrude. Okay, so the extrude is going to be the father, so to say. Let's click twice here, and it goes here in the input shapes of the extrude. So we need to click from this linking thing here, and you see that only this parameter is like open for this link to happen, so we drop it there, and now you see everything is black. I need to put the extrusion below because that's important. Everything works as layers here. So then at the text, I'm going to change the fill for example this pink here, and you see that this is starting to work. So let's go to the extrude and let's see some interesting parameters. For example, the extrude distance is like how far it goes, and then the angle, we can make this kind of animations where it feels like a light is moving around the text and the shadow is like affected by it. But yeah, I'm going to keep it at 45, which is a very clean kind of look. And I think that the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to click twice on the text, and I'm going to create a stroke, and I'm going to give it like a value of 4, for example, in the thickness, or maybe 3, something like that. And I think that works pretty well. And a look that I really like is when, you know, like the tracking or kerning, the letters are super close together, even like overlapping. So let's click twice on the text, and in the shape tab, in the generic like font parameters, I'm going to close a lot the distance between the letters in the character spacing. That's the tracking, and I really like that. And then I'm going to increase the size of the letters. I think that works really nice. So another thing, let me go back into the example here, is like, because this feels super structural, I would like to create this kind of structure that feels like, you know, this is something physical in a way. So I'm going to move the letters so that it feels like a ladder. Let's go into the text layer, and we're going to do that by adding in the deformer a sub mesh, okay, behavior. And in the sub mesh, we are going to affect the Y position, but with a fall-off. If we click here in this tab, we can right click and add a fall-off, just like this. Okay, so now I'm going to make this fall-off way bigger, and I can play both with the size of the fall-off and with the parameter itself here. Okay, so I'm going to move the fall-off to the left, and I have this kind of ladder effect that I like, or it feels like a hill or something. So that's pretty cool. I'm going to change the extrusion fill color here for something lighter, like, let's say this green here, and I'm going to give it also like this outline, like by generating a stroke here, and this is going to be a 3 just to match the look of the letters. And with that activated, if we go back to the shape on the extrude, there is something super interesting here, which is the combined meshes. If we uncheck that value there, we can see this kind of subdivision that's going on, like in the structure of the letters, and that's another look that feels really cool. I'm going to go closer here, and this feels a little bit ugly, and that's because we need to go to the stroke. We need to change the join style to, for example, bevel or round. Okay, so now looks way better. Let me change this to fit, and now we are kind of ready to animate this. So we can animate the fall off. In the beginning it's going to be, let's click twice here, and we are only going to animate the X or lateral aspect of it. So here is going to go the first keyframe, and for example at frame 60 it's going to go to the right, something like that. And let's preview this. Yeah, that's pretty fun. So you've seen how easy this was. I hope you learned something here and you can apply this to your designs. Remember that I have this Buy Me a Coffee webpage where you can contribute. I would appreciate that a lot. Thanks for watching this, and see you in the next one.
Kinetic Type Series by Hulk 79.